This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so as we have discussed yesterday, guys, where we have done the installation part, okay, you guys can see that I have installed one of the dependency as well to kind of show you what is the difference between package.json and package.json, guys. Okay, so today I'll close this whatever I have opened via Cypress. Okay, and we will have a quick round of discussion on what are this folder and what is the importance of all this folder, guys. Okay, so here we have like downloads, E2E, picture, and support. Okay, so let me kind of create one more folder over here. Okay, at the project level, I will not create a folder, sorry, I want to create one file. Okay, and the file name is readme.md. Okay, so let us understand first the folder structure, guys. Okay, okay, so the very first we have, guys, download. Okay, so this folder is responsible for handling or having all the you can say files which are kind of getting downloaded, and it can be in any format. It can be in the image format, PDF format, XML, CSV, any format. Okay, so this folder will be responsible for making sure that whatever files you have downloaded, right, it is kind of mentioned in the download folder. Okay, the next is E2E folder. This is the you can say this is the folder where all our UI and API test case will be mentioned. Okay, so all your API as well as UI test case will be mentioned under E2E folder, guys. Okay, next we have, guys, fixture. Okay, which is basically responsible for reading the data from this particular folder, and this folder can contain XLSX, it can contain CSV, it can contain JSON, it can contain text file, any file, guys. So everything will be kind of part of your picture folder. Okay, and the last is support, guys. Okay, so support is having some two more folder, guys, like two more files basically. One is command.js. Okay, so command.js is responsible for handling customized command, whatever you will be kind of creating. Okay, if there is any customized command which you have created, right, you can have it inside command.js. And the next is e2e.js, guys. Okay, so e2e.js is responsible for handling all the dependencies, utilities, all the node package manager you have downloaded, right, everything will be part of your e2e.js. So these are basically JavaScript file only, but obviously they will not contain any test case or something. They will just contain the respective dependencies, the respective code, custom code which you have created. If there is any configuration error with respect to any of the package manager which you have downloaded, you have not configured correctly. So that line you need to mention inside e2e.js. Okay, the question is whether I can have the content of command.js if I have it in e2e.js. It is absolutely fine. There is no concern. There is no issue. But command.js is more of like handling the custom command basically. Okay, so that we will discuss later, guys. Okay. Any questions on the folder structure? Anything you want to add? Download E2E fixture support. Support contain two files, command.js and E2E.js. Yes, anyone wants to add anything, guys? You can unmute and speak up. Everyone are clear? Yes, anyone? Any questions?
Yes,
Any
correct.
doubt? Perfect. Uh, Now moving on to the next part with respect to folder only, wherein we will be having the discussion on how we are running the test case, what is the importance of package.json, and we will create some basic test case for E2E. Okay. So guys, when I have clicked on scaffold example, right, you saw that the two folders got created. One is like getting started and second is like advanced example. Okay. So getting started and advanced example are nothing but you can consider the dummy example which has been created by Cypress. Okay. As you guys can see that we have todo.cy.js and the respective file which has been created by Cypress when you have installed, guys. Okay. So now what is the content of this all file, guys? This content of this file is nothing but the actual test case, guys. These are the actual test case which is nothing but like normal like the test case which we will be kind of creating. Okay. Understood, everyone? Any questions, any doubt, any queries, any questions? uh, Everyone should be able to see the scaffold example, guys. Okay. If any of you are not able to see this scaffold example, please feel free to ask your doubts, ask your queries, ask your questions. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now once we have installed, once we have configured, right, after that what you need to do, guys, every day whenever you open Cypress for the very first time, guys, you need to kind of write a command npx cypress open. Okay, so this is a common command which will make sure that you have opened the Cypress with all the browsers and everything. Okay, now let me show you one more thing called as package.json, in which we have test area, guys. Okay, so here I am writing one command saying that open Cypress. So the command is npx cypress open. What is the command, guys? Npx cypress open. So when you will hover your mouse, guys, you will be able to see something called as run script. Okay, so irrespective whether you want to keep the command over here or you can have each and every command over here, and the way to write the command in package.json is like cypress colon it's not fixed, guys, it's totally on you, but this is the most like understandable way of writing the command. And once you click this, right, you can see that it has npm run cypress open. So it will run npx cypress open, and after that it will open the Cypress runner, guys. Understood? So I will not by heart the command, guys. What I will do is on daily basis whatever command I will talk about, I will directly move to package.json. I hope everyone has got the clarity, guys. Okay, so let me run the test case in Chrome browser. Okay, so I'll select the Chrome, and here if you click on any of the test case, right, you will be seeing that on the left hand side you will see all the command, and on the right hand side the test case will be running fine, guys. Okay, so these are the test case which has been created by Cypress, and it is working as expected. Any doubt, any query, any question so far? This is called as real-time traversing. Like on the left hand side you will see the command, and on the right hand side you will see the UI what is being validated. Okay, so you just need to click on this arrow, just check the test case description one by one, total 6 test case, and all of them are like working fine. And this is the demo website which Cypress team has given us for validation, guys. Anyone wants to add anything, guys? Everybody are clear? Yes, please feel free to unmute and speak up if anybody has got any doubt, query, questions. Else I will show you the code part what I have ran, guys. So I have ran this file, guys, which is nothing but todo dot sorry todo.cy.js, which consists of describe, and then there are around few test case, and then there will be one more context. After that, a few more it block, guys. So total there are around 6 test cases, okay, which we are kind of running via this logic, and this are being run on one of the demo website, guys, which is nothing but which is called as example.cypress.io. Okay, so this is a dummy website, guys, where you guys can just try to run whether your test case are running fine or not, guys. And this is kind of this is created by Cypress team only, okay, for our understanding purpose. Okay, perfect. So whenever we are kind of done with our running, right, running the test case, after that you can click on spec, and over here you will be able to see when it got created, okay. And over here, let's say if you want to create a new spec file, so you can click on new spec, click on new create new spec. Instead of that, what we will do, guys, we will go to VS Code, and inside E2E we will create one folder which is called as Cypress UI automation. Okay, so I have created one folder, guys. This folder will not be reflecting over here unless and until it contains one .cy.js file. Unless and until it doesn't contain one .cs.js file, this will remain as it is. It will not reflect on the Cypress runner. So what we need to do is we need to create one simple test case, okay, like describe block.cy.js. Okay, so what I did is, guys, I have created one test case which is describe.block.js. Sorry, describe block.cy.js, and now you guys can see that this file is showing up over here. Okay, obviously nothing is present in this file, but I hope everyone understood when the folder and file will be visible. If your folder is containing any single .cy.js, you will be able to see this. Okay, next we have something called as describe, guys. In Cypress we call describe as nothing but you can consider like a pure test scenario type, because single test scenario will have multiple test cases. Okay, so what exactly we did is, guys, we have used the copilot right over here. So everyone, if you notice carefully, as soon as I write describe, right, you can see that I'm getting auto suggestion. And if anybody is not getting auto suggestion, the reason is you might have not created your account on GitHub actually. Okay, so you guys can kind of just create an account on GitHub. I'll explain that as well. Okay, so once this is done, I'll explain you what exactly you need to do, guys, if you are not getting this auto suggestion.
Okay, then do we need to connect here in the VS Code as well?
Yes, VS Code.
Okay, okay. Yeah, please show us that well.
Yeah, I'm showing you right now only because most of the test case will have this logic. Okay, so describe is a kind of logic. It is coming from the Mocha framework, guys, where we are having the logic of having the title, let's say validate the login functionality, something like that, right? So what is validate the login functionality, guys? It's a pure test scenario, right? It's a complete description of a test scenario. Inside that you will have the individual test cases. So now what are those individual test cases? like you will validate with valid username, valid password, you will validate with invalid username, invalid password, right? So those are nothing but the individual test cases. Okay, so now this is something like you can describe the complete name of the scenario which you want to validate. Okay, so once you have written this, okay, once you have written this, after that you need to provide comma, guys. Okay, so this comma is very important because this is the title, and after that you guys can see that it is written fn stand for function. Okay, so either you can write function word, okay, explicitly, or you can, we call this as a callback function, guys. What we call, guys? Callback function. So in Cypress, we are following the most important like library which is called as chai and mocha. Okay, so what is the library name, guys? Chai and mocha. So these are the two libraries, guys, which are bundled along with Cypress by default, and with the help of that only you are able to see all this auto suggestion, guys. Okay, whatever you guys can see, right? Mocha and Chai. Okay, Mocha is a test framework which will help us to kind of make sure that we are following the structure. Okay, and with this help we will be able to kind of make sure that your test case are written in correct format. Okay, and Chai is nothing but an assertion library. So I'll talk about assertion in detail because we have almost like 3 to 4 sessions on assertions where we will discuss how this assertions works. Okay, perfect. Moving on, inside describe, guys, we have something called as it block. Okay, so now I have shown you by writing the function. Now I am saying that test case 1. Okay, test case 1, put colon, comma, and then you can write the function in this manner also. So those who are comfortable in writing the complete function word, they can write function word. Those who are comfortable in having this particular arrow, well and good, not a problem. Okay, anything is fine. So over here, guys, this is a it block. We call this as what, guys? It block. And the above one is the describe block. Okay, so over here I can just write cy.log. This is test case 1. Okay, so like this, guys, I can declare as much as test case I want, but you need to kind of make sure that this test case name, whatever we have, right, try to provide the unique name. Okay,
So each it block is a test case, correct?
case. Each it block is an individual test case. Each it block is an individual test case.
Mhm.
So each it block, guys, will be referring to what, guys? Individual test case. Okay, so if you have 10 it blocks, it means that 10 test cases. Okay, everyone understood this structure of writing? Anybody has anything to add? Okay, so now if you notice carefully, guys, we have created how many it block, guys? Total 3 it block. Correct. Now you go to this section, and if you click over here, test case 1, test case 2, test case 3. Understood everyone? So what we did guys, we have created 3 it block, and we have this 3 test cases over here, tc1, tc2, tc3. Okay, so this is how the structure of all the Cypress, I would say, code will look like guys. Okay, somewhere you will see context, somewhere you will see describe, but 99% all your test case will be present inside it block only. Understood everyone? Anyone has anything to add? Any queries, any questions, anything you want to highlight? Okay, perfect. So now I am coming to the basics of JS guys. Okay, so what we will do is we will create one more folder over here, which is JavaScript basic. Okay, and inside this guys we will create the JS JavaScript, or let's say JavaScript 01.js. Okay, so now what exactly I want to do over here is I'll show you how we are running this JS file. So guys, whatever JS file will be kind of creating, right, you will not be able to see in Cypress runner, but obvious why, because the extension is not .cy.js, it is purely .js. Okay, so here we will try to have the logic of understanding the variables. Okay, understood everyone? So what exactly I am doing over here is we have 3 types majorly. One is const, second is let, and third is where. Okay, so const, as the name suggests, whatever you declared, right, it will remain the same value, you will not be able to update. Okay, and now suppose in the step like line number 6, you guys can see that a is equal to 15. This will throw an error because you have declared the const variable. Okay, second we have b, let b is equal to 20. We are able to kind of have the new value to b guys. Okay, the reason is because we have declared this of type as let. Next is where. Okay, so where is coming under like same thing, and we have the logic of redeclaring it again. We will be reassigning the value guys. Okay, after that if you notice carefully, we have the console.log, which is nothing but displaying the value of abc, and after that you guys can see that it is a simple function which is adding two number guys. Okay, and these two number are kind of nothing but x and y, which is present, which is kind of will take the value from some functions, and after that it will return it. Okay, so this you can ignore as of now because we are not talking about functions. Okay, we are talking only about the variables guys. Okay, so in JavaScript we have totally 3 types of variable guys. Okay, one is const, one is let, and third is where. Okay, so const, again I am repeating, you will not be able to update. Let, you will be able to update, and where you will be able to update. The difference between this and this is nothing but it is having the function scope and it is having the block scope. Okay, so let will allow you reassignment, and where is a function scope guys. Okay, so when I say function scope, basically whenever you declare any function, right, the scope of the where variable is within the function, that's it. Okay, but this, it is block scope guys. Okay, what is this block scope? So when I say block scope, basically within a pair of curly bracket, whenever you declare any variable, right, it will be having the life till that time. Okay, so once we have created the javascript 01.js file, guys, now what you need to do is you need to copy the relative path. Okay, you need to go here. You can close Cypress, guys, because we are not running via Cypress. This is purely the JS file, guys, which we are running, guys. Okay, so let me show you. Let me delete everything. Let me open a new terminal altogether. And over here you need to say node control V. So just node and give the path, guys. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so let me show you. I hope everyone can see now. So what is the command to run the test case, guys? JavaScript test case. You need to mention node, and then you need to mention the path of the JS file, guys. Everyone understood this, but you need to mention the complete path, guys. Okay, so once you mention, you will be able to see the values whatever we have written in the console dot log, guys. Any questions, anyone? Any doubt? Any queries?
We can run that specific step through the npx Cypress open as well, correct?
Will not be able to run this file. We will be running only the file which is having an extension of .cy.js. Okay, please remember this.
Can you repeat this part again, please?
Yeah, so whatever files are having the extensions as .js, okay, which stands for JavaScript, we will be able to run only via terminal by appending the node keyword. Okay, you need to append what? Node keyword. And whatever test case you guys can see which has been created by Cypress automatically, like by default, everywhere you will see .cy.js. If you have the extension of .cy.js, then you will be able to run via logic of npx cypress open, and from that dashboard you will be able to run that. Am I clear, everyone?
Clear, yeah, thank you.
Perfect. So what we have done over here is, guys, we have created one simple the difference between let, const and where. We don't have the logic of integer, float. Um, okay, so we don't have such logic, guys. We have only three keywords, that is const, let and where in JS and TS. Okay, so with this logic we will be able to kind of make sure that we are kind of handling all the logical variable whenever it is required, guys. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so now moving on to little bit on the more onto the variable sections. So whenever you create any variables, let's say const, right? And
Sir,
if you want,
sorry,
go
sir.
ahead, please.
Sir, can you repeat this late variable in cost?
Um, Okay, so I'm repeating what I said. So we have
Thank you.
only three types of variables, which is const, let, and where. That's it. Okay, we don't have float. We don't have doubles like the way we have in Java or C++. You might have heard, right? So we don't have such type of data type. Okay, so all the variable will be belonging either of these three category. Okay, so once you have kind of declared, right, so over here when I say block scope, okay, so let us understand block scope basically. Okay, So what I'm doing is understanding block scope. Okay, so what exactly block scope means is, guys, if you are having a particular block, okay, so let's say if this is a block, right, a pair of curly bracket, guys, please remember, is considered as block. Okay, now whenever you kind of declare this if logic, as you guys are aware, right, if is a conditional statement. What is if, guys? If is a conditional statement. So now I am passing mandatory over here, what? True. Correct. So if I'm passing mandatory true, guys, it is sure that this content will be kind of getting executed for sure, right? So whatever is present inside block, okay, whatever is present inside block, you will be having you will be kind of having the let variable. Okay, so if it is function scope, we are allowed to reassign. Okay, so now when I come outside, okay, so if you notice, we are having two statement. One is console.log block scope. So when I say block scope, guys, let is a block scope. So if you are coming out of this pair of curly bracket, right, you will not be able to access this sentence. Okay, whereas whatever is written inside this function, right, like function scope, we will be able to see it, guys. Am I clear? Understood? What's the difference between block scope and function scope, guys? Anyone has anything to add? Let me run it and show you. So if you notice, we are able to get two function scope. The reason is one is this one and the second is this one. Okay, now if I uncomment this, okay, and if I try to run it, guys, you will see that we will have an error saying that, hey, you have declared this as let, and let will not have the accessible outside the let's say block. Okay, so please remember, that's what I mentioned over here. Let will have the logic of block scope, where will have the logic of function scope. So this statement, whatever is written, will throw an error, guys. Anyone has anything to add? Any queries? Any questions? Okay, so let me show you understanding uh, function scope, guys. Okay, so what is function? First of all, I'll talk in detail later on. Whenever we create function, guys, function is nothing but we have to use the keyword called as function. After that, you need to give the name of the function, and then you need to kind of provide the pair of curly sorry, round bracket. This is called as a block, and this is function variable, guys. I am a function scope. So this function variable, guys, you will be having the logic within the function. If you come outside the function, if you try to run, right, the variable which is present in the inside the function, we will get an error. Okay, so the variable which are declared inside the function, the life of that variable is within that particular function only, and the variable which are declared inside the block, the life is within that block. Okay, so I hope everyone has got the clarity between let, where, and const. Anybody has anything to add? Any queries? Any questions? You can unmute and speak up, guys.
This is exactly like global and local variables that we
Global,
have.
yes,
Yeah,
correct. Global variable and local variable, which we have in Java.
yeah, understood. Thank you.
Okay, so over here I'm taking a pause, guys. What I will do is, you might see that I'm able to write the code little bit fast, right? If you notice, I'm writing some keywords and automatically I'm getting the auto suggestion. That's what you might have a query, right? So if you notice carefully, as soon as I have written understanding block scope, you saw that this code got generated, right? Correct. So you might have a query, how come this is kind of working? Can anybody tell me?
Yeah, this is what we discussed about the GitHub.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what I will do, guys, I will quickly showcase you all what you need to do. Okay. After that, you will be able to have little bit more clarity on this. Okay. So what I'm doing, guys, everyone please focus on this part because this is important. Whatever code I have right now with the project Cypress Automation 2000 September 2025, I'll go to this section, okay? And over here, you guys can see that I have published to GitHub, guys, okay? But those who are, let's say, have uh, those who are going for the first time, right? You might not see this option, okay? Just check it out. If you are able to see, well and good. If you are not able to see, please let me know, okay? After that, what exactly you need to do, guys, you need to click on publish to GitHub, guys, okay? So before doing this, guys, I would request few things you need to do, guys. Let me kind of highlight that over here. Okay. So two things you need to understand. One is GitHub and Git. Okay. So I would request everyone, please go to github.com. Okay. And create your account, guys. Okay. Create your account. So when I say create your account, guys, what you need to do is you need to kind of um, use your personal Gmail address and please enter this detail and click on create your account. Make sure you remember your password, guys. Okay, that's it. So I'll share the link with you guys, which is nothing but github.com. Okay. So first step is create your account. If you have an account, not a problem, but make sure you remember your password if you have the account. Otherwise, you guys can reset the password if required. Okay. Next, install Git. Okay, those who have not installed Git, I would request everyone to install Git. So the website from where you need to download is gitscm.com. Okay, so you need to go to this website, and over here you will get the respective Windows, Mac. So for you, when you load this page, you will get download for Windows. Okay, so I would request everyone to please install Git as well. So these two things you need to do, guys, mandatory. Okay. So can anyone like please, if you have done this or those who are doing for the first time, can perform this activity, guys? Create your GitHub account and install Git. Two things you need to do. If you have the GitHub account already, you need to remember, like you need to know your password, and this will be version 22.51, guys, okay, which is the latest version of Git. Any questions on this, guys? Anyone?
There is two on the Git. There is two version for Windows 64. One is ARM, another is only X. Which one is the correct one?
Yeah. So for Windows, guys, whoever is doing, right, you guys can download or configure this one, X64 setup. Okay, the first option.
Okay, good.
The first option. Okay. Okay. So to be, I won't go in detail as of now for Git, guys, because Git is a huge topic. So I'm showing you some of the snapshot, guys. Okay, which is nothing but the snap from some of the editor guys. Okay, so we call it as git workflow. Basically it's a full you can say topic wherein you need to understand what is staging area, how we are kind of pushing the changes, what are the configuration changes, everything we need to understand in detail. Okay, so over here there are few extension which will help you to kind of merge your code from lower environment to higher environment. Okay, so these are the open source available right now. I won't say that you need to download or configure. Later on we will talk about it. Okay, so those who are working on window can have this 42 plugins which are available. Those who are working on Mac, there are almost like 41 Mac GUI which are available. We can use any of them. Okay, right now it is not required guys, although it is like optional thing. But yeah, first you need to make sure you have downloaded and configure this. Okay, moving to next step, go to the project section. Again click on this three dot. I am clicking on publish to GitHub guys. Okay, so once you click on publish to GitHub, okay, everyone, please make sure that you will get this extension GitHub wants you to sign in. Okay, so here if you want you need to click allow. So what it will do is it will show me the GitHub account which I am already logged in. After that it will authenticate that, and now I am saying to git that hey please publish to GitHub private repository. Okay, so right now I am making this as private guys. Okay, later on I'll make it as public, so you guys can make it as public. Okay, and what all you need to upload you can select it over here. You can unselect what you don't need, and once you click on OK, it will say that publish to GitHub, creating first commit. So this process may take around 2 to 3 minutes maximum, wherein all the code whatever we have written is getting migrated from your local machine to the GitHub account which you have configured for this particular VS Code. Okay, it's a one time activity guys. Once you have done this activity, after that the regular push will happen via the command. Okay, we don't need to do manually. Every time we will do via git command. We will obviously discuss that in detail later on. So right now it is kind of whatever we have over here guys is kind of moving to one of the repository URL, and that repository URL I'll show you once this push is successful. Okay, anyone has anything to add, any queries, any questions, any doubt?
Here, after sorry, after I signed into the GitHub, then the link of the GitHub after allowing the link of the GitHub came under the search bar in the VS Code. Now
Yes.
it is requesting me select which files should be installed into the repository.
Yeah,
So
all fine.
all file, okay,
Yes.
okay, then
And once you do this guys, you will see that whatever code we have created over here, you will be able to see inside Cypress, inside E2E, inside JavaScript basics, javascript.js. Okay, so right now this repository is private guys. Later on I'll make this as public. Okay, is it clear everyone? Understood? Any questions, any doubt?
yeah, clear.
About others, were others able to perform this action guys, because this is very important. Every day we will be moving our changes from local to GitHub so that you guys can have a look onto the code and you guys can have a check what is the uh, assignment or what is the detail which has been added so far. Okay, so let me share the link. I think somebody mentioned about the link. I Okay, so moving on to some queries. Shweta, I don't see download E2E all this folder in VS Editor. Shweta, did you open Cypress for the first time? If you have opened, you need to kind of click on continue setup, and after that you will be able to see it. Okay. Next, I believe Jyoti, you are clear with the GitHub logic, or is there any concern for GitHub, Git SCM? I think it is clear. Okay. Perfect. So I hope everyone is clear on the Git section, and everyone are
Uh,
the
for me,
go ahead.
sorry. For me, there is an error message asking make sure you configure your username and password in Git. So,
Um, yeah.
and there is
So
three
let me,
options.
yeah, let me explain that as well, and I'll add that detail in our readme.md. So what you guys need to do is there is a page, guys, which is created by Atlassian. Okay, so Atlassian is a organization which is handling a lot of tools. Okay, so this is the URL. Okay, which I will add over here. Set up your username and password. Okay, it's not set up your username and password, it's only username. What you guys need to do is you will run this command in your terminal, guys. Okay, so go to terminal, click on new terminal, and run that command which is written over here. Instead of user dot sorry in instead of Sam Smith, you need to pass your git username, guys. Okay, instead of Sam Smith, you need to pass what? You need to pass your username. Now the question is, where is my username? This is my username, guys. Okay, so click on this profile icon and check the name. Whatever is the name, you need to update over here. So you need to run this particular command, and once you have run this command, after that you need to run this command, and over here you need to mention your email address, that is Gmail ID, which you have used when you have created your GitHub account. That's it. So everyone, please remember, everyone needs to mandatory do this step so that VS Code can understand that this is a real user, and every time, every day, whenever there will be change in future, we will be kind of taking it by the basic git command. Is
Okay,
it
and
clear?
this is a one-time activity, correct?
One time. You don't need to do on repetitive unless and until there is a change in user, then that's a different story. Otherwise, if the username remains constant, you don't need to repeat this.
Sir, we can run these two commands in our folders VS Code.
Terminal also, or you can run it in the CMD command prompt.
Okay. Now, okay.
Yeah, please make sure you pass your correct username and pass your correct email address.
Yeah, sure.
And you need to
Thank
run
you.
one by one. Okay, don't run both together. Okay, one by one.
Okay, sure.
Okay, perfect. Uh, so if anybody is facing any challenge, you guys can let me know, or else you guys can share your screen, whoever is facing issue, so that everyone will be aware about the setup, how to do. You guys are doing for the
Okay,
first time.
I can
Yeah,
share my screen.
yeah, sure. Let me make a presenter.
Okay. Uh, okay, I have let me let me open that comments first. Mm-hmm. Where was the command in
Yeah, just over this, write down git Atlassian command.
okay, yeah.
Git Atlassian command. You need to click on the first link.
This one.
First win. Confluence, yeah.
Okay, yeah. This one?
Yes.
Okay, I will change. Okay, that should be good, yeah. Let me show you the user as well. This is the user that I copied. Akhi Hamidi. Then this is good.
Yeah, make S capital, please.
Which one capital?
First letter S. Yeah, that is fine.
Oh,
No, that is fine.
no
That is
issue.
fine. That is
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Fine. It has run successfully, then that is fine. And now please enter your proper email address, whatever you have used for account creation.
Okay, 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 sure.
It is user.email.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no. User.email space then your email ID.
Oh, okay, I understood. Yeah, yeah, that is wrong.
User.email and then you mention your email address. You can open a new terminal.
That's good or not?
You can open a new terminal as well. Over there you can type it.
Sure, sure. Let me open a new terminal. Yeah. Okay, user.email. Now it is good, correct?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is done, I think. Should I
yeah,
commit
it is.
it now?
Yeah, you can click on that arrow, please. Beside commit, there is an arrow.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Commit and push will be there. Yeah, third option.
Commit and push. Okay, good. Commit and push. Your
So
repository is not remote
commit is
configured.
done. You will get the URL as well. Okay, where it has been uploaded.
I will. mm, should we wait for this?
Yeah, no worries. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, once it is
Oh,
complete, you will get the URL.
okay, understood, understood. Thank you.
Perfect. So we'll take a pause here, guys, and we'll continue our discussion from here in the tomorrow's discussion. Till that time, I would request everyone to make sure that the setup and configuration is done successfully. And tomorrow onwards, I might kind of provide you the assignments as well, which will be based on JavaScript.